This is the Black Glove Gamer, and I'm coming to you with my review of Scraper, and I think it's called Scraper, First Strike, Episode 1. Now, Scraper is coming to you from Labrodex Inc. It came out November 21st, 2018, and it's currently in the Steam store for $29.99. Now, Scraper First Strike is the first chapter of a 5-chapter game. The chapters are going to be spread out until, I believe, 2020. I think that's when the last chapter will be released, and that will be the whole game. As far as the story, there's an AI that lost his mind and took control of all of the humans, which are like robots, basically. So he wants to end us. He wants to get rid of humanity. He's held up in this skyscraper, and they send you in. You are Casey Maxwell, and you do not talk. Alright, but either way, you're with the Human Resistance Force, and they send you in. Now, as far as the game goes, you're not on foot. You're gonna be in a pod. Yes, a pod. It made me feel like this. Yeah, anyway. As far as the pod goes, and you have weapons. You can still see your hands, but there's arms on each side of the pod that hold your weapons. And throughout the game, you get loot from the robots and stuff that you kill. You can use this loot, and you can loot, and you get these codex and stuff, so you can build different weapons or upgrade your pod as far as shields and things of that sort. So that part I do like. But for me, like the story for the game, like you do, have some interaction over your intercom or walkie or whatever with your teammates a little bit. So you got a little bit from them, and then while you're going to these little stations and whatnot, you get a little bit of flavor text as far as for the story. But that's kind of it. I'm not sure if they're banking on, there's a novel, there's like an ebook or something like that that's supposed to be a prequel to what happens. I don't know if they're banking on you reading that, but either way, I don't know. I just think if you're going to download a book, all it should do is just, I guess it's a prequel. Maybe it got background for the main character or something like that, since he doesn't speak. Like maybe it'll be like he has a deep voice and sounds like a cowboy. I don't know. But the shooting in the game it's okay. I only used a couple of the weapons. I made it through a lot of it with just the shotgun one and the regular with Peacemaker, which is just a rapid fire, not a lot of damage one. It's. I was very bored with this game because the mobility is like, okay, you got this switch that can bring your shields back up. Sometimes it's like you got to power it up or something like that. Like sometimes it would come. I don't know. But it was annoying. Bring your shields up to block, and then after that, it's like it's not going to power up again. You're going to have to run and hide because you can't really. You can dodge a little bit because you can boost to your left or right. But if you're in like an enclosed space, you can't do anything. You can't duck behind cover or nothing like that. And it really, as far as the action, it didn't rev up until towards the end. But I was bored. I was bored. I didn't go in bored. I went in, not knowing, how it was going to be. Now it looks pretty okay. I don't think it's the best looking, like a lot of people are saying, like, oh, it's gorgeous. I don't think it's gorgeous. Come on, this is not Lone Echo. It's not. It's a lot of. I played a lot of other VR games that looked a lot better than this. It's okay. It looks like it had money behind it, but it's not the best looking. what else can I say about it? I didn't like the pacing of the game. It was like you kill 2 robots, you're moving on. You may kill 1, you move on, you go, you decode something. It was a drain. It's almost a drain even saying, yeah, my energy is low. I'm sorry, y'all. It was just a drain. It was a drain. You get to but it does pick. I will give it this. It does pick up at the end. Looks pretty okay. Doesn't look bad. Looks pretty okay. I did not care about the I did not care about the movement. Didn't care for it at all. Didn't care for the enemies. And even though it seems like they only had a couple of enemies, they probably had about six different types. But like I said, I didn't care for the game. I'm mad that I spent like a week because I had to force myself to play it. I had to force it because I was like, oh my gosh, I want to play something else. Let me play War Dust. That War Dust got wild and people in parachutes are taking down helicopters. Is weird now. Yeah, so with Striker, Scraper First Strike, you're supposed to be able to use different things later on. You're supposed to be able to, supposed to be like a mech suit. They have all these plans for it later, so maybe later it'll be great. I will test it out in 2020, not before. That's me. If you like what you see, go ahead and get it. $29.99. I don't think it's worth it for $29.99. $15. Catch that sale. $15 to try. And I hope they not charging for these other episodes. I hope that $29.99 was for all the dang on episodes. Cause yeah, this was a little rough for me. I'm already under the weather, and I think it brought me even lower. All right, like, subscribe, share, and I'm gonna end it on a higher note because since I put that clip in, I was thinking of another clip from the same thing, and I liked it. Okay, Black Love Gamer, and I'm out.